Good afternoon, Ashburn U16AA1 fans, friends, family, people of all ages, children, aunts, uncles, grandparents, friends beyond the binary. We are here at the Piney Branch Ice Arena in Odenton, Maryland, where our boys have just skated across the ice. We are Zamboni just finished. Got a little bit of a late start considering the game before us ran long. Just slightly. We're in red today, obviously. Hopefully tried to lock the focus so that my camera earlier kept picking up on the scuffs on the glass. It's not the best arena we have played in the sense that there are no stands whatsoever. No particularly good place. I'm standing on a chair across from the scoring booth. I guess we're not warming up because we have no officials yet. I thought we were when Ashburn took the ice. I thought we were going to start warm-ups, but nets are still not in place, and I see no officials. But we'll get going soon. It's been a extra long hiatus for the team since we suffered a one-game suspension on a weekend when we only had one game scheduled. So we've had essentially a 2-week break, practices, but no games last week, obviously. That was, I believe, a result of too many penalties, which is a little sus, as the kids say these days, considering that a lot of those penalties seem to be bogus, in my opinion. We had 1 or 2 games where the officiating was just terrible, and they called all sorts of penalties that were not valid, in my opinion. However, I am not a hockey official, and my opinion doesn't really matter. But fortunately, there was a lot of concern that was going to keep us out of states and therefore would keep us out of nationals. But I am told that Gary and the Ashburn Xtreme club staff, I'm not sure who all was involved, but I would thank them, have interceded, and we're still in it for states, which means there's a possibility we could go to nationals still. Still have to beat out Reston and all of the other teams. Richmond Generals had a good season. And of course, Reston, I'm thinking Reston Blue, but we also lost to Reston Silver because we had a particularly bad game. So hopefully the break has allowed us to focus on some fundamentals or something, and we will pick it back up here. If it doesn't help, you've also had a lot of injuries and illnesses on the team. All right, I do see an official, 2 officials, so we've got... Again, I apologize for what will undoubtedly be poor camera work today, since I'm pretty close to the glass, and there's these posts that are going to be in the way, and I won't notice that I'm pointing the camera at them. So I'll do my best, as usual. I remind you that this is a best effort broadcast. If you don't like the commentary, I encourage you to mute the audio. Just turn it off. Go look and see if there's a live barn stream. I don't know if there is here. I didn't check. And also the bandwidth today provided by AT&T's 4G service. I tried the rink Wi-Fi and it was crap. Nice strong Wi-Fi signal, but no bandwidth to YouTube. So, of course, the other rink was, the other sheet was doing public skate, which means there may have been, it was pretty crowded in the facility, so there may have just been too many people using the Wi-Fi, and I don't know that. Maybe that will have improved. Either way, I turned it off. Since I did test stream and was getting good bandwidth on 4G. scanning the numbers to try and see if anybody's out today. I saw Dylan. I saw Paul. I'm trying to run through another. There's Spencer. That's all the one digits. Grayson. I don't have the roster printed out, so I'm always trying to do it by memory, which, you know, I'm pretty good at it these days, but usually I don't have the attention span. Will Mellon inspected in net today. He's warming up. That's him in the crease. Localby, he's there right in front of us on the camera, stretching as backup. Let's see, there's Joey and Jack. 50s. I saw Will and we got 44, we got 45, we got 47. I think I saw 48 out there. Who we got in the 30s? We got Shane. Will is in the 30s, so he's obviously here. I think there's only two in the 30s, right? Alright, well, as usual, as I try to run through the roster in my head, I'll get distracted before we're done. So, did I see Sam? I thought I saw Sam. I do see Sam. Yeah, there he is. Because we no longer have Colin. He's gone for good, is from what I understand. Warm-up's over. We got 15 minutes on the clock. I'm not sure why it's only 15 minutes. Maybe that's just a function of, usually we play 18-minute periods. The late start or something. Just remember, when life gives you lemon, squeeze the means of production. I don't always talk in hyperbole, but when I do, I really do. I always do. Yeah, that's not a very good joke. They say that gravity is one of the most fundamental forces in the universe, but if you remove it, you get gravy. Contrary to popular opinion, chemistry class taught me that alcohol is a solution. All right, we are about to take the drop. Oh, they did change the clock to 17 minutes as expected. That makes more sense. We got a big 17 up there. We got the red line starting with Kyle as the starting center, Sam Seeger and Paul Allison as on wings, Spencer and Aiden on D. And we get the first drop. It'll come back to Aiden. He pokes it back up, hands up to Paul. Paul skates it through, trips over the red line, gets a tripping call, I believe. We'll see what. Maybe it was offsides because there was. We'll see. I think they're only calling it offsides. Paul kind of tripped, and the kid behind him did reach out with his stick, but I think that he got delayed enough that Kyle or Sam had already crossed the line, so that was the offsides call. Number 17, failing to keep it away. We got Kyle right up and passes up in front to Paul, who slaps at it. Eventually the goalie covers it. Stopping the clock with 16 minutes and 37 seconds. A nice, strong attack there. Fresh legs come out. We got Joey's line with Shane and Shane and Jack on wing. Noah and Mason on D. Puck comes back out to Noah. Chips it back up to Shane. And Scuffle nets off. It's going to stop the clock. Jack lost his balance and kind of fell. I think he kicked the net off as he fell down. Goalie was also scrambling. Pick it up on the far side this time. It's still Joey's line out there. Greenland takes the drops, comes back to Shane. Shane drops it back to Mason. Mason cross to Noah. Noah, wrister in, kicked aside by the defense. They'll pass it long across. Mason's going to get there first. He'll cross ice to Noah. Noah finds a nice clear pass out. Intercepted by 96 Yellow. Little scuffle back in the corner. They're going to pass it out. And I think it came right up to Will, who just snatched it out of the air as they flicked it out in front of his net. 16 minutes and 1 second left in the first period. Score still 0-0. Today's broadcast is brought to you by my complete and utter inability to keep track of my glasses. I put them on my head before I left the house. But somewhere between putting them on my head and arriving here at the rink, they disappeared. As is normal. That's Matt Johnson flicking it backhanded behind the net. I don't know what the stoppage of play was for. We'll try this one again. That's Grayson taking the drop. Puck squirts out to no one. Landon Street will take it, hustles it through the neutral zone. He passes it in front of the net. His teammate couldn't get there in time. I think it was Will was there almost in time, not quite. Back around. Will Schneider and Miles Blessed both poking at it. Puck comes out loose into the neutral zone. Matt Johnson picks it up, flicks it into his own backyard. He'll go chase it, gets in front of the number 74, hits the brakes, backhands it along the boards. Grayson's going to get there just about the same time one of the Bears does. They send it through the paint with no one there to capitalize. Will lets it go by. And Will pass it up and miss the connection, I think, from Miles to intended for Will. Landon stays out while his teammates do a line change. He'll then intercept it, a pass, skates it back in. Again, he's needs to finish his line change. Defense gets it away. 96 sends it long. Sam boxes him up, giving Spencer a chance to take the puck. He'll send it around the boards. Unfortunately, too fast for Aiden to get a stick on it, but Paul gets it away as the Bears fail to capitalize. He'll get it up into the offensive zone. Turned around by the Bears. Glove down comes to Aiden. Aiden, nice crisp pass to Sam. He drives it right in. Fires. Blocker save. Paul chips at it. He's going to come back around. I think Spencer will play it. We can't see that part of the ice. Back out to Paul in the center. He loses it. Kyle's there to back him up. Kyle struggling under pressure from number 4. Gets it. I couldn't tell if it was in front of the net or behind it. Spencer keeps the play going. It's going to come out. 2-on-1 attack. Aiden has to step up. They're going to shoot wide. Hits the glass behind Will's head. They try to center it. Aiden gets a skate in the way. Puck comes up to Paul. He attacks, tries to get it to Sam. Defense knocks it away. Paul stays on it. He'll come around the boards. Joey picks it up before it can come out as Noah hustles to the point. All right. I think that was, I'm sorry, too many men. Is the whistle on the play. We got 13 minutes and 40 seconds. And Paul is going to the box because we did a poor line change. That'll be a 2-minute penalty on Paul. Possibly not his fault. Too many men. Not sure who the other. It takes 6 of them to draw that. All right, 17. Dumps it. We are in a penalty kill. They'll send it back behind the net. 34 fails to control it. It comes over to Noah. Noah chips a pass. Is going to pack out. Stopped by 17 before Luke crosses the line. in close off of Mason's stick into the safety net, stop of the clock with 13 minutes and 22 seconds left to go. Minute 42 left in the penalty. Ashburn will send out fresh legs. Maryland keeps the same players out there. That's probably their power play line, if they have such a thing. Shane takes the face-off. It's going to come out 17 at the playing the point. Dumps it around the boards. I think that was Aiden. 70s, either Aiden or Noah sent it long all the way down. Played by 17. Will Schneider there in turn trying to take it away from him. It'll come out, be picked up by Captain for the Bears. All the way down to Spencer. Spencer across to Aiden. Aiden flicks it up. It's going to go back into the zone. Shane rushes to get there first. Knocked away by the Bears. Schneider. Beautiful timing there, like as he just held off until Shane could get clear, but it didn't make a difference. Shot knocked aside by the defense. Spencer chips it along. Aiden sends it further, and it's going to come past. Will hits the brakes and heads to the bench, and it'll be icing against Ashburn. 51 seconds left in the penalty kill. Grayson will take the face off. Jack and I think that's Miles. I'm sorry, yes, Miles and Johnson. It's in front of the paint. Johnson kicks it away. Defense hits it back into the backyard. He shoves some kid out of the way, and they're going to still keep it kicked into play, but then Jack passes it out. Past Grayson. Grayson's going to hustle. It'll still be icing. I thought he might get there in time to avoid the icing call, but couldn't get there. 29 seconds left in the penalty kill. 12:09. Score still 0-0. Number 96 taking the drop for the Bears against Grayson Cantarola. Grayson fucked loose. 26 shoots. Miles tries to get away. Will pokes at it. It's back in the backyard. Miles tries to send it around. 96 kept it from going anywhere. Miles again in the corner. It's hard to see what's going on. That referee standing Miles' way. He keeps it along behind the net. Matt up to Jack. Jack out. It's rolling. It's going to be probably, maybe not icing. Played by the Bears. They'll turn it around. Sends it past their own player long. And that should be icing against the Bears. And we are finished with the penalty kill. We got 11 minutes and 33 seconds left in the first period. And Ashburn successfully defended our first penalty kill. Kyle Tincher taking the drop. Bears come up with possession. They'll try to pass it out. Successfully get it up to the line and past Noah. Paul outskates number 74. Slaps it around the boards. It'll come all the way out. Played by 17 in the neutral zone. He has to fade back with it. And then Paul intercepts the pass, drives it back into the zone, fires, wrist, stick lifted there. Goalie got a pad save in. Paul was there for his rebound, couldn't do much with it though. Noah cross to Mason. Mason paused the beat, finds pass back to Noah, back up to Sam. Sam kicks it out to Kyle. Kyle packs into the center. Got it back to Sam, who's tried to pass it to Paul, who wasn't there. It'll come out. Stopped by Mason before it leaves the zone, but they turn it around, and Noah has to retreat to our defensive zone. Finds the pass up to Landon, who's waiting at the blue line. Landon, hand off to Will, who takes a beautiful shot. Unfortunately, the defenseman was there. Just hit him in the shin. Little scuffle there in the part of the ice we can't see very well. Cross ice to Schneider. He tries to backhand it out to Mason at the point. Number 4 intercepts it. Cross ice intended for, I don't know, one of his teammates, but Noah was there. Shot knocked aside, I think, or just wide of the net. Nice long Will up to Landon. Landon right at the line. Fires. Goalie saves it. Pad save. It's going to bounce out. Grayson picks it up, neutral ice. A little quick snap over to Will. Will fires. Sticked aside by the goalie. 96 picks it up behind the net, past Will. It'll be picked up A little change of tempo there, and up to number 4 off of 26. Grayson putting pressure on. It'll get out in front of them. Aiden, pause the beat, finds Spencer. Spencer off the board, back up to Landon. Knocked away by the defense. And we got a whistle on the play. Looks like Landon's heading to the box. I did not see what it was. Let's see if we can see the hand gesture. Cross check. Landon Street in the box for 2 minutes of cross checking. 9 minutes 34 seconds left in the first period. No shot counter on this clock, but feels, or at least they're not using it. Feels like Ashburn has been dominating, but this is our second penalty kill. Sam Seeger taking the face off. Puck came back to Shane, tried to flick it out. Still a little muddle there. Loose shot wide of the net. Spencer will pick it up off the boards and long. That'll be icing. No one there to pick it up. Still 12 seconds off of Landon's penalty. Sam again with a face-off against number 74, I think. Out to 17 at the point. Drops back along the boards to, I'm not sure which one. One of the Bears. In the corner, Spencer keeping the pressure on him. Gets puck away. Aiden comes in to help. He'll get it around the boards to Sam. Sam, cross ice to where Shane wasn't. Got a little bit behind Shane. He had to go back for it. Forces the Bears to retreat. They miss a connecting pass. And Sam will pick it up in the corner. Back out to Shane. Shane takes a shot, stopped by number 17 before it got to the goal. He retreats behind the net. Shane there to Hapselin. Forced to pass. They'll do some safe, easy passes. Spencer turns it around, back out. 74 gets a stick on it. Shane chips at it, and it's going to go long. Played by the Bears goalie around the boards. Sam tries to steal it away. Number 3 drives it back behind the net. Bears again, safe passes up to the line. 17 skates it through the neutral zone, then dumps it all the way around to number 96. Just in time for Matt Johnson to shove it away from him. We miss a connecting pass. Paul was almost there, shot, and Will holds onto it. A shot at Will's chest. He just kind of easy cupped it.
Dan, we need to wave to our parents.
Okay, wave to the parents. All right, how do they go? I gotta. Sorry, I gotta. All right. Miles Blessed flicks it out of the corner. It's going to roll all the way down. Watched by number 26 for the Bears. Nice. More aggressive passing this time, but then they can't connect it. Number 4 misses it, and Miles Blessed will send it back into the zone. Will hand off to Paul. Paul tried to do something fancy, kind of got it sticked away, but as he tried to sneak it between the legs, I think. Matt Johnson back to Paul behind the net. Paul along out to Schneider. Schneider flicks it, hits one of the players that's skating along the boards. 4 to somebody. Matt Johnson intercepts it as they try to send it into the backyard. They'll send it around. Miles will have easy access to it. Kind of misses the connection to either, I guess that was Will. Nice! That was Landon passing right up into the paint where Will Schneider took a shot, unfortunately, right into the goalie. Their goalie seems unusually short. I turned my head to kind of compare how tall he is compared to Will. Of course, Will's not exactly. Will is I remember the days when my son Luke was the tallest player. That was like just a year or two ago. He is no longer. He's unfortunately tapped out about 5'8". All right, that's Jack Klein getting shoulder to side. Joey. I remember when Joey was a little pipsqueak. He's now. That's not true anymore either. All right, Jack. Oh, fancy. Too much action there to scrap it. Shane intercepts a nice pass, slaps at it. Nice shot. Picked up the neutral zone by Mason. He'll drive it in. Shoved away by number 17. The two of them collide again. Mason kicks at it. Shane intercepts it before they can knock it out. Mason back again along the boards. Number 17 having to deal with Shane on his all over him. They'll get it long, but with no one there except Noah to pick it up. Noah off the boards. Intended for whoever was there at the point, but there was no one. However, Joey was there in a flash. Stole it away, gets the shot off. Saved with the chest of the goalie, then sticked away as he dropped it. Shane fakes out two of the players, hands it back to Paul. Paul tries to bring it in close. Knocked aside, stick saved by the goalie. Can't see too well what's going on in that back corner. Sorry about that. Shot by Noah. Into the corner was a little wide. Kyle's trying to do something. It's going to come bouncing out and long. It'll probably be icing. And is. Stopping the clock with 5 minutes, 27 seconds. Score still 0-0 on this contested game. Mostly dominated by Ashburn, but not with enough strong shots to really put some points on the board so far. Still warming up. Kyle took the face-off, comes back out from the defense, out Aiden to Spencer. Spencer paused the beat, finds Paul along the boards. Defense unexpectedly right there behind him. Aiden back to Spencer again. Spencer off the boards to where Sam was waiting. As Sam and number 98 trying to get oriented, Kyle just takes it away behind the net. Passes over to Paul. He has to hit the gas to go catch up with the puck, but wrister from the center as he skates past. Kyle keeps it going. Hands it off to Sam. Sam fires. Goalie's going to hold on to it. Grayson's line takes over. Puck comes out. Schneider slaps into the corner. 28 takes a long time, giving Grayson a chance to come in and disrupt whatever he was thinking about doing. Schneider tripped by number 96. No whistle on it. I'm just kind of describing what I see. Now Johnson chased it all the way down to where Will covered it. 4 minutes, 33 seconds left to go. Grayson Cantrell taking the face off. Puck there kind of went through the legs of this, whoever was the center for the Bears. All right, there's Johnson, cross ice to Miles. Miles up, finds Schneider close to the line. He drives it into the zone. All the way back behind the net. Pass to Dylan. Dylan, nice wrap out. Schneider, shot, saved by the goalie. 17. Cross to 74. He'll drive it through into the zone. Takes a shot, knocked away by Mellon. Johnson up to Dylan. Oh, Dylan right in front of us. Sorry about the camera work there. Number 3 intercepts a pass, sends it into our zone. Miles turns it around. 17 to 84. 84 up to 3, bounces off his stick. He dumps it past Johnson. Blessed will take it around the boards. Back to 3, shoots, and Will has it. A little quick shot there. 3 minutes, 36 seconds left to go in the first period. Score still 0-0. Greenland took the face off. Puck's going to come across to Jack. Unfortunately, gets knocked away. Quick shot there, and there's a whistle. They shot it. Will was on it, I believe, and like I guess they don't care that there was a whistle blown. They just kept playing. Little scuffle there. Joey Greenland taking the face off against number 96. 96 kicks it out to his player at the point. 4 dumps it back behind the net. It'll be picked up by I can't see who. Scuffle there. Passed out to Jack in the neutral zone by, I think, by Shane. Shane tries to run with it. Noah Gets it up to Jack. Jack sends it back. It's intended for Joey, but it was bouncing. Noah in our defensive zone. Oh, nice 93. Got a stick on it as it was. Noah was trying to send it to the boards. Pass Mason to number 4. He's going to send it with a little too much juice. 93 watches it go by. Noah boards him. Around to Jack. Jack up to Joey. Joey across the line, and there's several whistles on it. It must have been a penalty on. So it's number 4 for the Bears is going to the bench. I didn't see the penalty. I think they signaled tripping. If I just. Mellon was almost to the bench when they finally stopped play. All right. Power play for Ashburn. Sam back to Aiden. Aiden looking. Paul, slap shot. Wide of the net. It's going to pop up high. I think it hit the roof. Stop, and we'll try this one again. Sam with face-off again. Grayson, Kyle, Paul on offense. Aiden is our sole defenseman. Grayson behind the net, looking to try to center it. Loses track of the puck. Number 3 will turn it around. Gets up to the blue line, dumps it past Paul, tries to pick it back up. I think Paul got it away. They try to pass it through. Shot, Aiden finds Sam. Sam, defense knocks it away from him. They'll send it around. Back up, 74. Has to get past Paul. Takes his eye off the puck. Paul out sticks number 3. He'll get it up to Aiden. Aiden cross to Kyle into the zone. Kyle pauses the beat, finds Aiden. Aiden fires wide of the net. Back to Kyle. Around the boards to Paul. Paul out to Sam. Sam almost loses it. Shot there by Aiden. And 74 will bring it. He's going to flick it long. It'll be stopped, covered, and then hand it off to Aiden by Mellon. We got 36 seconds left in the power play. A nice pass up to Joey. Kid trips over him, but there's no whistle on the trip. I mean, Joey was going after the puck. Kid just threw himself. All right, up to Spencer. Spencer drives it into the zone. Winds up, hits the goalie's shoulder. Landon picks up the rebound. Will hands it to Will. Will try to take a shot. Landon has it. Out by the spot. Bouncing through. Spencer will try to pick it up. Keeps it in play. Off balance. But let's see who comes up with it. Around. Out to Spencer. Spencer fires. Knocked aside by the blocker of the goalie. Spencer tries to send it to a teammate. He didn't have anybody there. Number 4 drives it through, and they are back to full strength, having successfully defended against the Ashburn power play. Landon picks it up with speed through the neutral zone, brings it in. Defense knocks it away. Schneider tries to get it back. I think that's Joey. Landon retreats, hands it off to Mason. Mason fires. Spencer will pick it up in the corner. Up past Joey to Will. Will, from his knees, tries to do something, and time will run out. First period will end. It's still tied 0-0. It's important to maintain your health. I swear potassium is important. If I can't get any more potassium, I'll go bananas. Earlier this morning, I read an article about 100 things to do before you die, and I was really surprised because neither call 911 nor yell for help made the list. Been playing a lot of poker in my house, and of course, my kids are also. One of my kids is really into origami, and it's really no fun playing poker against people who are into origami because they just keep folding. One of my friends just broke up with his girlfriend because she just liked Starburst too much. But, you know, I support a woman's right to choose. It really bothered me that the name anagram isn't an anagram. I'm going to take this moment to try to fix the autofocus and auto exposure. You know, acupuncturists are really just a bunch of pricks that get on my nerves. All right, we got 17 minutes on the clock again, and we are ready to start the second period, tied 0-0 against the Maryland Junior Black Bears, I think they are. Is that who we're playing? Maryland Junior Bears, something. All right, Joey Greenland will take the face-off for Ashburn against number 74, who's busy putting his mouth guard in. All right, Spencer, cross to Aiden. Aiden up to Jack. Jack hand off to Joey as they go into the zone. Joey tries to get it cross ice to Shane. Misses the connection, but Jack will send it into the paint. Shane flicks it, looking for that high angle shot. Fades back to the corner. I think it was Shane, and it's in the goalie's glove, so he was trying to do something. Number 77, the goalie for the Bears. Lightning reflexes. We got 74 facing off against Joey again. Up to 74. Tries to do a little drop pass. Shane will get a stick on it. He will drive it through the neutral zone with speed. Brings it up. Tries to fire. 17 gets in his way. Nice little solid hit there. Joey behind the net. Fighting. Tries to get it up into the paint. Can't get there, just too much pressure. He'll skate it back out into the corner. And behind the net again, it'll come back out bouncing. Spencer. Over to Aiden. Aiden up to Jack, off Jack's stick. Intended for Spencer, who was hustling. That's a nice little play they have. Getting to that player at the blue line, chips it out so that you can take it in with tremendous speed. Kyle with the face-off. Back to Miles. Miles cross to Johnson. Johnson will drive it in. Deflected off of somebody's stick. It'll be picked up by Kyle behind the net. Kyle tries to get it out to Sam. Johnson keeps it going. It'll be back behind the net again. 26 picks it up for the Bears. He'll flick it out all the way in the neutral zone long. On net, so Will hands it off to Miles. Miles off the glass, up past the center line. Kyle tries to steal it back. Johnson flicks it long. I can't see what's going on here. All right, a little almost high stick there on number 98, Dorr. Paul chases across ice. Finds Johnson. Johnson fires, is going to be behind the net. Kyle will pick it up from there. Kyle flips it back into the corner. Paul tries to steal it away. He's got to keep it away from 26. Up to Johnson. Tries, I think that's, oh no, that's Sam. Johnson's still waiting here at the point. Nice cross ice pass intended for 93. He misses it. Miles Blessed will pick it up. Miles skates it through, finds the pass to Schneider. Probably should have been offsides. It looked like it might have been. The rest didn't think so, so I guess I shouldn't say that. They're trained on this sort of thing. All right, back in the corner. Number 4 is hassling our guy. I can't even see who's there. I think Kyle's coming in to help. See Kyle or Shane, I can see the 5 on the jersey. Oh, it was actually Will. And Grayson was the one who was there. 74, nice moves, brings it all the way in and puts it top shelf, putting a point on the board for the Bears. Ashburn will be down 0-1 on a near breakaway. Closely pursued, but Cantrell will take the face off again. Schneider picks up the puck, drops it back to Mason. Mason cross to Noah. Noah up along the boards to Landon. Landon tries to get it up into the slot where Schneider loses an edge as he's right in the paint and crashes into the net. All right. Penalty is on number 17. I stopped paying attention for a moment there. They're fixing the net. So we will have a Ashburn power play. Kyle, Paul, Shane, and Sam on offense. Aiden on defense. Puck's behind the net. They'll pass it out. Stopped by Aiden at the point. Back to Paul. I'm sorry, that's to Shane. Shane tries to fire. Defense Pops gets a stick in the way. It's going to hit the safety net. Stop the clock after just 9 seconds of play. Sam takes a drop. They will flick it long. Paul will try to stop it. It was bouncing. It's going to go all the way down. Paul wipes out behind the net, but leaves the puck behind, giving Aiden a chance to get a stick on it. He'll find a pass up to Kyle. Kyle sends it into the zone, hits 26. He's going to pick it up and tries to do something, but Sam steals it away from him, tries for a wrap. Has to retreat several times. 26 gets it away from him. Off the boards, Aiden gets his body in the way. It's going to come out in the neutral zone. Aiden over to Paul. Paul hits the gas and drives it in. 26. Beautiful save. Nice play there. Paul got it to Kyle right in front of the net. Just snapped it, and then Bears goalie, nice little windmill lightning reflexes from close in it with almost no warning. It was a nice play by the Bears goalie. Nice play by Ashburn. Keep doing that, they will eventually make a mistake. But Joey out, Mason across to Spencer. Sorry for the camera work there. Over to Landon. Landon fires. Goalie's going to hold on to it. 53 seconds left in the power play for Ashburn. 12 minutes, 48 seconds left in the period. Joey taking the face-off. Puck comes back into the corner where they try to send it along the boards. Joey steals it back. Back out to Spencer at the point. Spencer cross to Mason. Back into the corner where Schneider hit somebody's stick, popped up high, almost hit the ceiling, but didn't quite. They'll bring it through the neutral zone. Mason picks it up behind our net. Finds Spencer. Spencer will chase it through the neutral zone. Moves to the attack. Gets it over. Tries to get it over to Will. And can't quite connect. Landon picks it up. Brings it in behind the net. Fades back to Will. I mean, it was a perfect Landon move. That play has worked for us many times this year, but not this time. As Landon looked like he was going to skate it behind the net, and at the perfect timing, passes it out into the slot where Schneider was waiting. But again, Bears defense. I think the goalie just kept that from working. Have they been watching our training tapes? This is a shout out to the coaches of our opponents who watch our footage, I'm told. All right. That was Joey bringing it in. Quick shot. Goalie held on to it. We got 3 seconds left in the power play, so we'll get one last good drop before we'll be back to even strength. Kyle Tincher with face-off. We're waiting for number 4 to join his teammates here. Puck's going to come out into the neutral zone and be played by Noah. Noah finds a pass up to Paul. Paul will drive it in. Almost loses it, but gets it back. Brings it in close. Sam puts it in. Assist by Paul Allison. Sam Seeker put the point on the board for Ashburn, tying the game at 1-1. 11 minutes, 44 seconds left in the second period. Noah Robinson, Mason St. Ange, and Kyle Tinchert also on the ice. I think Kyle fed it to Paul, if I remember right. Who fed it to Sam, put it in. All right, Joey's line will take the ice. Let's see what they can do. All right, Joey takes the drop, picks up his own puck, drives it into the zone. It's going to bounce back at Miles. We'll send it across to Matt Johnson. Matt up to Shane. Shane crossed to Jack. Jack up to Joey, and couldn't quite get the shot off. Goalie covered it. That was a nice play. That was a nice play. Keep doing that. That makes me happy. I'd be happier if they scored, but... All right, Joey took the face off. Jack flicked it off the boards. Back to Joey. Back to Jack. Tries to get a shot off. Right through the slot. Shane almost got a chance to slap at it, but I think the defense knocked it away. They'll be icing on the Bears, and we will pick it back up close to their net. Let's see. Joey Greenland taking the face off again. Shane, quick shot into the goalie's glove. Right after the drop. All right, Shane, off the goalie's pads. Jack bounces out. Miles will pick it up in the neutral zone. Miles up to Jack, off his stick into the zone. It's going to come back out. He drops it back to Miles, giving a chance to reset along the boards. This time it's going to go past. Joey will chase it into the backyard. Around the boards, Miles. Something just popped up on my screen. I didn't see what that was. That'll be icing on the Bears. Again, if you do choose to use the feature on the YouTube video, that will pop up on my screen generally, but it is on you're on a 30-second delay, so I see it a little bit late. That's just the nature of how YouTube generally works for streaming. Lets the network be a little more jittery. All right, Schneider out to Aiden. Aiden fires. Grayson jumps to try to get out of the way. Schneider, Spencer near the point. Keeps it going along the boards. Be picked up by 84, up to 3. 3 tries to get it past Spencer, his evil twin. Wait, no, Spencer's evil twin. Will trying to get to the puck. 3 just sits on him. It's going to come out. Aiden will pick it up as Spencer tried to do something. Aiden, nice moves, brings it across over to Grayson. Grayson in the center. None of his teammates could get a stick on it. Spencer fires from the point in the slot. Aiden tried to chip it in. 74 will hit the gas, and he will turn to the offense. Cannot get past Will. Spencer ended up with a puck, I think. He doesn't have it now. That's Aiden swiping at it. Spencer pokes it as they take it behind the net, and Will's got it covered. So they did a nice job. I think it was they just passed it into the paint, but quick reflexes of Will Mellon. Number 96 lines up against number 95, Kyle Tinchert, for the next drop. Puck comes back to Mason in the corner. Mason rockets it around the boards where one of our guys will rush to go get it. I can't see because it's too close. It'll pop out long. Sam chases it. Goalie knocks it away, but Kyle picks it up before it leaves the zone. Sends it back into the slot. Goalie's well out of position, but Noah tries to do something. We got goalie lost his glove, it looks like. Do they whistle the play dead because the goalie threw his glove off? I'm not sure what caused the stoppage of play there. So the goalie did lose his glove, but 9 minutes 27 seconds left. We're tied 1-1. Kyle Tinchert took the face off. Sam Seeger slaps at it. It'll come bouncing all the way back out to the point where Noah sent. I'm sorry, that's Mason. Honest, my brain is not always that good. There's Noah playing the other side. Keeps them from advancing through the neutral zone, giving Kyle a chance to take it back into the zone. Fires off the goalie's pads. Sam tries to move. He gets it back and tries to center. Kyle will pick up a loose puck out. Paul drives into the center. Oh, hits this guy. Paul got it to Sam. Hit the outside of the post, or hit the post and it bounced out. Through the center, Noah gets it back, fires. Goalie's going to hold on to it. He drops it, but then covers it. I saw Sam heard that ring and started celebrating, but it bounced out. You can see, I saw him briefly wave his arms in triumph. But just because you heard the ding doesn't mean it went in. All right, face-off taken here by Joey. Shane fires. The goalie's got it in his glove. That's Joey again to Shane. This time Shane pauses the beat, passes it in closer where Joey tried to backhand it in. Knocked aside by the defense. Jack behind the net gets it to where Joey's waiting. Joey has to scuffle under pressure for the defense. He'll get it along the boards. Out. Jack knocks some kid to the ice. And a scuffle, and it's in. Shane Siwick. Assist, I think, by Jack Klein. Joey, Miles, and who else is out there? I lost track of who I even called. I think Matt Johnson, all on the ice. That'll put a second point on the board. Ashburn is up 2-1 with 8 minutes and 23 seconds left to go in the second period. Joey takes the ice this time with a slightly different line because we got Dylan out there. Miles and Matt. Dylan. All right, Joey drops it back to Johnson. Cross ice to Miles Blessed. Miles long up past Jack. It's going to go long. It'll be icing. I think Jack's pointing at his chest like that was my bad. I'm not sure if that's what he was saying, but I think he knows that his job in that particular moment is to at least touch it as it goes by. Number 96 for the Bears taking the face-off against Grayson Cantarola. Puck ends up behind the net. Ford tries to do a really centering pass. It looks like it went behind the net. Off balance in this one of these close side corners we can't see very well. Puck's going to come out. Landon will pick it up. Off Dylan's skate, it'll bounce long. He'll chase it, and it's going to be icing. That's one where Landon's pass was a little bit behind Dylan. Redirecting with his skate was about the best he could do. Grayson taking the face-off. I think that's Spencer around. Got it up to the point where Dylan, nice moves, sticks it around number 26. Tries to sneak it through the skates. Loose puck picked up by Grayson. He fires through somebody's legs. Knocked aside by the goalie. Landon, under pressure, will skate it across. Keeps it just bare. Oh, they're calling it offsides. It looked like it stayed in to me, but it was right at the edge of the blue line. I mean, Landon was doing his best to keep it on the blue. Official who had a better angle on it said it was over, so I'll believe him. We got 7 minutes, 29 seconds left in the second period. Score is 2-1, Ashburn. Kyle Tincher taking the face-off against number 96. 26 gets it off the glass. It'll go long. Glove down by Mason. Chips it back up to hand off to Paul. Paul has to hit the gas to keep it away. He'll get it up to Sam at the line. Sam fires. Kicked aside by the goalie. Behind the net, I think that was Paul. Got it back to Sam, back to Paul. Paul scoops it, takes it behind the net, tries to center it, but it'll get stolen by the defense. They try to clear it. Picked up by Noah. High stick call on somebody. Presumably on us, because we're shuffling down the other end. I think maybe Kyle had a high stick in there. I'm not sure who. I don't think it was Noah. I didn't see him high stick. I think Kyle reached for it as it went by. I'm not positive. Kyle taking the face off. Takes a couple swipes at it. He's going to come up with his own puck. Gets it up past the defense. Sam hustles to go catch it. Deemed playable. 17 tries to get it away, but Sam gets it back. He fights to keep possession behind the net. Hits the brakes several times, trying to sneak it past the defense. It's going to get away from him. 7 gets it out into the neutral zone. Paul keeps it going, though, turns it around. Back up to Sam at the line. Sam cross to Kyle. He's a little off balance. Paul gets a skate in there and keeps the play going. Kyle rushes to try and get it back. They'll do a nice job passing it, but intercepted by Mason at the center line. Mason dumps it into the zone. Kyle pokes at it. It's going to come back out. Paul pauses a beat before dumping it in. Played by the goalie. Handoff to number 3. They'll send it. Noah up to Jack. Handoff to Joey. Back to Jack. Jack tries to center. It's going to come loose. Mason rushes in. Slap shot. Too high. Shane looking for somebody. Defense got in the way. Hands off to bounce out to Joey. Back to Shane in the center. He's in the slot, but there's defensive pressure all around. Mason tries to keep the play going. 74 gets it away. Joey gets out in front of him and disrupts the play. Noah will pick it up back in our own backyard. Finds a pass off the glass all the way up to Jack. Jack out to Shane. Shane fires. Goalie saves it. Doesn't cover it though. Johnson puts it behind the net. Joey picks it up near side. Tries to do something. He gets it over back to Shane behind the net. That's what he does. All right, back into the corner. I think that's Joey. It must be. Nobody else was out there. Shane behind the net. Gets clear, but not too clear. It's going to come bouncing out. I'm sorry, it's number 4. That's, come on, Noah. No whistle on that one. I thought they might get one, but kid fell on Noah's stick. Noah was reaching hard for it, trying to get to the puck, but I could see some of the Maryland parents. So there is a deferred penalty there. That is Noah didn't go in the box. Delayed penalty? I was called. I used the wrong word. Jamie Street usually politely corrects me later. I appreciate that, actually. All right, back to number 3. We are in a penalty kill. It'll come back behind the net. Aiden hammers it around the boards. It bounces off and almost out of the zone. 3 picks it up at the last second, though. Back to whoever that is in the corner. Back out to 3. Back to 7. To 3. The two of them both, this passes look so off balance, but they're working. Into the slot. Out to 74. Behind the net again, back to 7. Hits the brakes in time to have Spencer hammer him into the boards. Spencer puck around the boards. 74. I think that's Aiden. He's gonna. Oh, I thought he was gonna get clear, and it's gonna be an offsides. So it came out, according to this official. I have no opinion. I could not see it. So 74 Schmack is his last name. Seems like a great name for a hockey player. 7 cross to 4. Dumps it into the backyard. Spencer will get there first. Pauses the beat around the boards. Number 3 keeps it going to the point. Back and forth to 7. This time Spencer's going to get it. Again back to 3. The two of them. Aiden hammers around the other direction. 74. Spencer gets it long. Will Schneider's got clear ice between him. One defender closing in. He takes a shot, knocked aside by the goalie. Nice opportunity. It rolls all the way back out into the neutral zone where Grayson picks it up. 40-something seconds left in the power play. Schneider drives it in with Spencer backing him up. Out to intended for Grayson. It's going to go past him. Mellon scoops it in. Aiden tries to clear it. Picked up by 17 before it can leave the zone. 17 cross to 3, I think. And I think that's a save by Mellon. Wrister from the blue line. Glove save. 3 minutes and 2 seconds left in the period. 17 seconds left in the penalty kill. Tinscher against number 96. We've seen that match up a lot today. Matt Johnson comes up with possession. drives it behind the net, pauses the beat, finds Paul. Paul into the neutral zone, gets it off to Kyle. He'll drive it into the zone. Tries to hand it back to Paul, but he's slapped down out of the air by 96 before Paul can get a stick on it. 96, fancy moves just to get it through the neutral zone. And I think they're calling it offsides. Successful penalty kill for Ashburn. Kyle takes face off. Matt Johnson tries to pass it back up. 96 intercepted at the line. Takes a shot, saved by Mellon. Into the corner. Kyle tries to clear it. Hits somebody along the boards. This time Kyle pokes it out. It will come out into the neutral zone. Number 26, Young. Sends it back in. And hand off to Miles. He'll send it past everybody. 26 takes it behind the net. He's got to get past Kyle. He'll lose possession as Landon tries to feed it back to Kyle. 84 steals it away. Tries to pass it out. Paul's there. Hands it back to Sam. Sam tries to get it to Kyle. It's going to be late. Miles zooming in at the right time. Kyle drives it into the slot. Off balance. Takes a shot. Saved by the goalie. Beautiful timing by Miles Blessed. Just hanging back, doing that defense thing. He correctly saw that he was going to be needed at the blue line. Mason along the boards got it to Jack, I think. Joey. Hand off to Shane. Shane back out to Mason at the point. Mason looking for something, but number 7, Burke, was there. Jack up close. Goalie holds on to it. It was, I think Joey tried to pass it out to Jack from behind the net. Minute 28 left where Ashburn is up 2-1. Joey Greenland taking the face off, comes up with his own puck after the drop behind the net, looking for something. Hassled by 17, holds on to it. Now hassled by somebody else. Shane Sewick drops it back to Joey. Joey looking, gets it up to Shane in the slot, but bounced off his stick wide of the net. Flicked out to neutral ice. Mason will pick it up just as it passes back into our defensive net. Wow, Joey hard on the glass. Good thing he has a helmet. Sewick takes it into the zone. It'll be turned around by the Bears. Mason retreating, hits the brakes behind the net, draws in some players, and then hits the gas. Skates it through, shoots it too high or too wide, I'm not sure which. Shane picks it up, keeps the play going, drops it back. Klein, Jack, hands off to Joey behind the net. Joey looking for something, hits the brakes. Out to Jack again. Jack hits the brakes again in the corner. Got it into the slot where Joey tried to snap it. It popped off his stick high. Came back down in play though. Shane fighting. Nice job. Got it out to the slot. Dives for it. He's dove into the paint. Shane picking himself up. And where's the puck? I lost it. Sounded like it went out of play. Sorry, I lost track of that puck. I heard it hit something that sounded like steel, so either the ceiling or a wall or something. All right. We got 2.4 seconds left in the period. We'll do one last drop. And Grayson will take it. Comes back out to Spencer, who fires, and time runs out. That's the end of the second period. We'll finish that second period up 2-1. I watched the movie Dunkirk recently. I was disappointed to discover that it was not a biography of William Shatner. Because, you know, he done Kirk. I got gas yesterday for a remarkable price of $1.38 at Taco Bell. As you know, gas is cheap at Taco Bell. I bought some oatmeal shampoo, but it really made my oatmeal worse. Here's a free marriage tip. When your wife says, do something spontaneous to surprise me, it does not mean to fill her purse up with chips and salsa. Speaking of marriage, marriage is a great thing. It teaches you forgiveness, compromise, and many other valuable things that you really don't need if you just stay single. If there's one thing I have no time for, it's impatient people. I slept like a baby last night. I woke up every 3 hours wanting something to eat. People say I'm contrarian, but I disagree. All right, we are getting ready to start the third period. They put 10 minutes on the clock, I guess because the rink's running behind, so we will get a shortened experience here. Grace and Cantrell take the face-off. Loose puck came out. Spencer handed it, Schneider handed it off to Spencer, up to Landon Street. Landon into the slot. Grayson struggling to get a stick on it. It'll be kicked wide by somebody on the Bears. Spencer picks it back up, tries to drive it into the corner. They'll successfully pass it back up to number 93, who hits the brakes near the spot, took the shot. Loose puck scooped in and covered by Mellon. Still 2-1 the scoreboard. Ashburn parents shuffling down to the other end so they can watch their kids play offense. Kyle Tincher taking the drop. Comes out. Shot pops loose. That's Sam Seeger. He's going to find the long pass intended for Paul. 26 touches it as it goes by. Paul steals it back, or tries to steal it back from behind the net. It'll come along the boards. 26 still has it. He will skate through the neutral zone. Has to get around Miles. Hands it off to 74. Loses it. Kyle has the puck. Pile up the boards to Paul. Paul off balance. Will get it back. Drives it in. Fires. Off the goalie's stick into the safety net. Stop the clock with 9 minutes and 4 seconds left to go. Again, Ashburn's up 2-1. Referees have said it's a 10-minute period. Apparently that's a thing they can do if the rink's running behind. All right, Paul over to Kyle. Kyle took the drop. Kyle fires. Goalie flinches like he thought he was going to get hurt, but saved it, knocked it aside. Number 3 behind the net, struggling to get it away from Sam. Sam trapping him or his stick along the boards. Out to Paul, and he fires. Goalie holds on to it. I think it was Kyle to Paul. I think Sam had his stick trapping the puck along the boards, and the Maryland player was trapping Sam's stick there. Kyle was trying to do something. All right, Joey's line is out. Noah and Mason on D. Shane, Joey back out to Noah. Noah winds up for the slap shot, takes his eye off the puck the last second. It's out in the slot. Passed out to 74. He has to get past Mason, which he will not do because Jack came in and poked it away. Hands it up along the boards to Joey. Joey hits the gas. Not so much hits the gas, just skates it through the neutral zone at a reasonable pace. Jack, trying to hand it off to Jack, he couldn't get a shot off. All right, flicked long, it'll be icing. I mean, just lofted almost into the rafters by Smack, number 74. Cantarella taking the face off. Landon hovering nearby. We're waiting for the puck to come out. Looks like it will come out and they will miss the pass to 84. Spencer turns it around. It's right here in front of us. 98 trapped along the boards with Grayson. Where'd the puck go? Looks like Landon has it at the blue line. He will skate through the neutral zone, takes a shot, goalie holds on to it. Landon, off balance, slides into the boards after the follow through. After the play, 98 collides with Spencer. I'm not sure who wasn't looking or if they both just meant to do that. Cantarella takes a face-off. It's going to come all the way back. Aiden, slap shot from the blue line. Hits the 96 in the skate from behind. Schneider dumps it back behind the net. Be picked up by, sent around the board some more by one of their players. I think it was 96. Spencer behind the board, behind the net, struggling to keep his feet as he gets clobbered. And they will ice it. Stopping the clock, we got 7 minutes and 14 seconds left to go in the third period. Both teams will put some fresh legs out there. Tomorrow's game will be at the Ashburn Ice House starting at 10 a.m., assuming everything's on time. All right, Kyle taking the face-off, picks his own puck back up, and it's behind the net. Number 3 flicks it along over to 7. 7 out to 74, gets out in front of him, and Miles Bless takes it away. Kyle picks it up. Cross ice to Johnson. Johnson up to Sam. Sam dumps it. Played by the goalie behind the net. Hand off to 7, I think. He's going to send it. Paul intercepts it. Hand off to Kyle right in front of the slot. And puts it top shelf. Not really top shelf. We'll call it mid shelf. Either way, puts it into the back of the net, putting a third point on the board for Ashburn. Time is 6:42 left to play in the third period. Wasn't quite the top of the net, but it was past the goalie. That's the important thing. Let's see who else was out there. It was Seeger and Paul Allison. All right, face-off taken this time by Joey Greenland. It'll get dumped into the backyard by the Bears. Noah Robinson behind the net. Hands it off to Mason. Mason along the glass. Out. Picked up by Joey. He'll skate it through the neutral zone. Cross to Jack. A little late to need. Jack passes it back up. Dylan tries to get a slap shot in from close. Noah, wrister, wide of the net. Dylan picks it up from there. Back out to Joey. And I think the goalie's got it. Again, I think I blinked or something. Stuff happens fast in this game. It's hard to keep track of. Even for the players sometimes. Joey Greenland taking the face-off. Puck comes out to Dylan. Past him. Noah winds up. Slaps it in. Number 4 gets it. Tries to get it past Noah. Struggles, keep his feet. Shot there. 2 saves by. And there's gonna be a penalty on Noah, I think. Possibly deserved. We'll see who ends up in the box. Oh, actually, it's Dylan. Okay, I didn't see that one. I saw Noah playing aggressively. I'm not sure I saw anything that I would have definitively said was a penalty. So, actual penalty was on Dylan Osterberg. Shot, blocker by number 3, blocker saved by Will Mellon. Kicked, and then there's another shot, and a little early whistle since Will saved it, but then dropped it, and the ref thought he had it, I think. That's always we've seen some of those recently, bad calls in both directions, when they called it and when they didn't call it. All right, Spencer up to Jack. Jack, clear ice between him and the goalie. Goalie saves it. He picks it back up. Jack is the shorty, cycling it through, keeping it moving behind the net, and eventually there's a whistle, slashing, called on the Bears, I think. Number something 7. 17? 17. Should give us a little bit of 4-on-4 play. Sam Seeger will take the face-off. Sam, wrister, wide of the net. Number 4 will pick it up, tries to shuffle it out, but Paul steals it from him. Paul, without a glove, takes the shot. It'll get turned around and long. Aiden races number 74 for it. Slaps at it. It'll be picked up by Spencer. Hand up to Paul, who has recovered his glove. Paul drives it into the zone. Tries to outskate. Gets it out. Sam shot off the goalie's stick into the safety net. Nice move by Paul. And beautiful timing getting up to Sam, except he got it in, like, on Sam's, the backside of Sam's stick. He's got to learn to shoot backhanded or something. It's a little hard. He took that extra moment to shuffle it to his front hand. I think that's Schneider taking the drop. Hands off to Landon. Landon across to Noah. Tries to send it in the slot or maybe take a shot. I'm not sure which, but the defense got in the way. He'll dump it into the corner, or Landon will try to do something. Steals it away from 98. Looking. Tries to cycle it through. Defense knocks it away from him. He'll switch places with Noah and keeps it going from the point. Out long. It's going to be icing. 32 seconds left in Dylan's penalty. A minute left on the penalty on number 17. So we may end up with a little bit of power play here. We've got 4 minutes and 26 seconds left, and we're up 3-1. Somebody ragging on my jokes. That's fine. It's well deserved. Grayson Cantarella. Nice moves. Tries to do something under defensive pressure. Hands it off to Jack. Jack out to Noah. Noah tries to find a hole through. Hits the defenseman in the shin. Loose puck picked up by Mason. Mason around the boards. Picked up by Noah. I'm sorry, not Noah. Grayson up to Jack. In the slot. Jack gets it back after almost losing it. Takes a shot. Goalie holds on to it. Yes, the jokes are terrible. Sorry, that comment was probably from like minutes ago. I just finally noticed. I'm busy looking through it. I look over the top of the camera at the ice, so I sometimes don't notice for a while. All right, Sam taking the face-off. Kicks it out into the corner. Bears come up with possession. They'll flick it long. It'll be picked up by Siwick. Back playing defense. Hand off to Paul. Skates it through the zone. Takes a shot. Again, goalie flinches, saving it. The last second up in the... Aiden in the corner. Out to Shane. Shane pauses a beat. Hand off to Sam. Sam back into the corner again. I think we're at a power play right now, but it's about to run out. Yep, in fact, it did just run out. Paul keeps it going. 74 will come in from behind him. Has to get around and saved by Mellon. I think the net's off. They're not going to blow the whistle though. Delayed penalty, and it's going to be on Ashburn. I think kids down hard. Number 26 it looks like. Kyle's in the box for 2 minutes. We got 3 minutes and 8 seconds left to play in the period. He's up, wincing a little bit as he heads back to the bench, but picked himself up, so he wasn't too badly hurt. Grayson will take the face off. We are 2-minute penalty kill. Number 74, Smack, taking the face off for the Bears. Shot in close, saved there by Mellon. 2, I think, actually. Spencer will send it out. 17 picks it up, takes it behind the net. Jack stays close to keep the pressure on. They're going to find a nice pass to 74, across to 3. Palsa. Spencer around the boards. 74 will pick it up. Takes it out. Nice moves. Gets it out into the slot. Save there. Out to Jack. I think from Mellon. He'll send it long. I just fell off the damn chair I'm standing on. 4. Long. Spencer picks it up in our defensive zone. Skates it up. And Jack, heading to the bench, takes his eye off the puck, I guess. .98 keeps the play going. Spencer collides with 4 behind the net. Puck comes out, 74, looking for something. And they're still in a power play. Shot, deflected up into the safety net off of, I think, Spencer's stick. 57 seconds left in Kyle's penalty. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left to play in the period, and we're up 3-1. Shane takes face off, hand off to Schneider. Schneider through the neutral zone. And hands it off to Shane, who just puts it in. Easy peasy. Backdoor. The two of them. Shane Siwick, assist by Will Schneider. That'll put a 4th point on the board for Ashburn on a shorty. Score is 4-1. We got 1:56 left to go. Tomorrow's game will be at home, but we will be in our away jerseys if you believe the schedule, which I guess I do. Against Caps Academy. All right, there's Noah Robinson hitting the gas to press the attack. Sam Seeger behind the net, hands it back into the corner where Noah has to hustle to get there. He'll chip it out. Paul keeps it going, playing the point. Paul off balance with defensive pressure all over him. Noah in close, tries to do a little quick turn shot. Sam Seeger tried to, couldn't reach it. It was on his opposite side from his stick. He tried to reach out and kick it. Reflexively. 23 seconds left in, we're still in a penalty kill with Kyle in the box. I think Sam probably just, no, it wasn't Sam. Somebody just rejoined him. They're calling Sam in. So Sam, there's a penalty. Coach is calling Sam back. Sam's off the ice. So Noah's in the box, according to the clock. That was joining. So we are 5-on-3 for the next little bit. They'll get it long, but Aiden will get there first. Pause the beat. He'll get it back out of the zone. Pick up by number 3, cross to 98, up to 4. He dumps it, despite the fact there really wasn't any pressure on him. They got some guy in a New Jersey. I haven't seen that guy before. Doesn't match. Or shot there, saved by Mellon. Off balance, shot by number 4. Spencer will get it around, bouncing out. Kyle's out of the box, so we're down to 5-on-4. Shot there, saved by Mellon. Stopping the clock with 56.4 seconds. We're up 4-1. Yeah, what's with this kid that suddenly, I don't remember seeing this off-color jersey. He's got a 1 on the back of it. It's yellow, but it's the wrong shade of yellow. All right, number 3 tries to send it. Schneider gets in his way. Loose puck up to Joey. Let's see if Joey can get away. It's going to come back out to Schneider. He kicks at it. Plays whistle dead, I think, for offsides. Joey takes face off. Puck's going to come back into our zone, but Aiden's there. He'll get it back up to Spencer, who sends it long. It's rolling. It's going to go all the way down. It'll be deemed playable. Number 3. Stolen from number 3 by Joey. Hand off to Will. Will drives it behind the net under pressure. Holds on to it briefly. Tries to center it, but it'd be stolen by number 74. Smack. Can't get around Spencer. Loses the puck. Spencer chases it. mystery player in the wrong color jersey tries to do something. They'll get it in front of Mellon. He lets it go by, and no one was there to hit it in. And that's it. Time runs out. We'll finish this one 4-1 victory. A beautiful little dance there by Aiden Harrison. I don't know if you can see him doing a little happy dance. So let's see if we can zoom in here on Aiden and his happy dance. All right, we will see you all tomorrow. It's a 10 o'clock game, Eastern time, of course. And there's Jack doing a happy dance, too. Got a lot of happy dances out there. Mostly Jack and Aiden. Beautiful goaltending by Will Mellon. We'll be playing Caps Academy. And we will see you all tomorrow. Don't forget to be awesome. Don't do anything I wouldn't enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed. And we'll see you all again very, very soon. Great job, boys. And nice to put a victory on the board after some challenging play and a nice return to health and not being suspended. All right. We'll see you tomorrow.